everybody. Scoony 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Welcome everybody to my next live stream of the 2008 live stream of the Philadelphia Phillies game. This is game 2 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Mets. So without any further ado, let us take a look at the standings around the league see how everybody is doing so far as we continue on with April 19th. Taking a look at the NL, starting off at the NL East, we've got the Mets who are 11-4. Oh, by the way, real quick before we update on the standing, as you can tell, I've updated my standing chart here. We now have the elimination numbers added to that, and I do have to thank my good friend Clue, who is part of the baseball community that I'm a part of, for helping me update and get the for helping me update this. So shout out to Clue and everyone else over there with the baseball community that I'm in with for the support for the project. So big shout out to everybody there. Anyway, let's take a look here at the NL East standings. We've got the Mets right now 11-4, who sit at the top of the NL East. They are 11-4, followed by the Marlins at 10-7. They're 2 games out. The Phillies, they're 9-8. They're 3 games out right now. The Atlanta Braves, they're 8-9. They're 4 games out. And the Washington Nationals, they're 4-14. They're 8.5 out of first place. Moving on to the National League Central, the Chicago Cubs are in first place at 12-5, followed by the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 9-8. They are 3 games out of first. The Reds and the Astros are tied at 9 games, 9-9. They're both at 500. They're 3.5 out. The Pirates are 7-10. They're 5 games out, and the Brewers are 6-11. They are 6 games out of first place. Moving over to the National League West, the Padres are in first place. They're 13-5 right now, followed by the Dodgers, who are 10-7. They're 2.5 games out of first. The Diamondbacks are 9-8. They're 3.5 games out. The Rockies are 6-11. They're 6.5 games out. And the lonely San Francisco Giants, they are 5-12. They are 7.5 games out of first place. Moving over to the American League side, over in the AL East, we've got the Orioles on top at 10-7 right now, followed by the Red Sox, who are 9-9. They're a game and a half out of first place. The Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays, they're 8-9. They're tied at 2 games back. And down there at the bottom of the AL East, we got the Bronx Bombers, the New York Yankees, at 8-10. They're 2.5 games out of first place. Moving over to the AL Central, we got the Cleveland Indians at 10-7 at the top of the AL Central. Chicago White Sox, they're a half a game out. They're sitting at 9-7. The Tigers are a game out. They're at 9-8. Kansas City Royals at 6-11. They're 4 games out of first place, and the Minnesota Twins are 5-12. They're 5 games out of first place. Moving over to the AL West, we've got the Los Angeles Angels at 13-5. They're in first place right now, followed by the Athletics at 11-7. They're 2 games out of first. The Rangers are 8-9. They're 4.5 games out, and the Seattle Mariners at 7-11. They are 6 games out of first place. So that is the standings right now where we stand in the league so far after April 18th, from the last day when we live streamed to current. So with that, let's go down to the ball field. Citizens at Citizens Bank Park and get this game started. So the New York Mets will come into this game at 11-4. They're taking on the 9-8 Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies won game one of this three-game series. And this is game two. Phillies looking to go up 2 games. But will the Mets come back and tie it up? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the New York Mets. Leading off, the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Batting second, the right fielder, Ryan Church. Batting third, the third baseman, David Wright. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the center fielder, Carlos Beltre. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Carlos Dilago. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Angel Pagan. Batting seventh, the catcher, Brian Schneider. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Luis Castillo. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Oliver Perez. On the mound for the Phillies, it is Jamie Moyer. He'll come into the game with a 5.29 ERA. He's got 1 win and 2 losses. He's pitched 17 innings, allowed 22 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 3 walks. We're here at Citizens Bank Park off of Broad Street in South Philadelphia, which gives a Citizens Bank Park gives a -1 to strikeouts and a -1 to walks. And with that, the home plate umpire dusts off home plate, and we are ready to start. Jose Reyes batting a 304. And by the way, chat and everybody out there watching this, we are playing now under version 3 rules with inside pitch. And like always with inside pitch, for those of you that are new, you're in for a very good and a very exciting baseball game, because inside pitch, there is a lot of exciting because you never know who is going to win. And with that, we start off by rolling for the pitcher card, and Jamie Moyer will start this off, and here is the pitch. Reyes batting a 304, and it all starts with a roll on the pitcher card, and that's going to be a 6-1. Column 6, the red die is the top column, and the white die is the row. So column 6, row 1, that is a blank, and now we roll for the batter. And that is 2-1, column 2, row 1, a G6. That is a ground ball to the shortstop, to Burnett. Out! And he'll make the catch and put one away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Philadelphia Phillies. Pat Burrell will be out there in left field. Jason Worth will be out in there in center field. So Taguchi is in right field. Now going around the horn, Pedro Feliz is on third. Eric Burnett is at shortstop. Chase Utley is on second. Ryan Howard is on first. Coste behind the plate. Chris Coste is behind the plate. And Jamie Moyer is on the mound. One away, and Ryan Church will come up. He's batting a 288, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is a walk. Now, the reason we count that as a walk, Ryan Church is a left-handed batter, so on the pitcher card, we look to the left-handed side of the slash. Now we'll look at his walk rating, and it's always on a 1 to 20. So if the range, in this case it's a 6, because remember, we take one away from Citizens Bank Park. We'll look at that 1 through 6 range, compare it to the D20 off the pitcher card. In this case, it's a 3. It is in range. So with that, Ryan Church is walked.
Walking, good base on balls.
So Ryan Church is on first, and anytime we have a runner on base, we're going to roll for strategy. Strategy roll is a 4. Mets, nothing due. David Wright is up. He's batting a 308. Infield, double play depth, and here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That is a walk. On a 1 to 17, that is a 16, and that's going to be a walk.
Walking, good base on balls.
And the Phillies lead off by walking Church and Wright with one out. It's now Carlos Beltran who comes up. He's batting a 304. Strategy roll is a 6, infield still at double play depth. And that's going to be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. Walk plus on a 1 to 21. That is a 1, and that will load the bases.
Walking. Good base on balls.
So with that, the bases are loaded. They're going to go out there and talk to Moyer real quick. He loaded the bases up, walked Church, Wright, and Beltray with one out. Carlos Diago, he's batting a 322. Strategy roll is a 4, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. It is a range play at the ballpark. So we're going to go to Citizens Bank Park for this play. And now we'll roll for the result off of the ballpark card. Also, keep in mind it is a range play, so we're going to check the first number on the outfielder's arm. It's a 6-1. It is a double to Taguchi. His range is on a 1 to 3.
And a high shot down the right side.
And Taguchi will go back. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 3. He'll make the catch.
What a play to get to that ball.
And he'll put 2 away. And on the sacrifice fly, that is a 6. That is higher than the SF rating on Carlos Diago. His SF rating is a 3. And for runner advancement, since the sacrifice check off of Carlos failed, we'll check off of runner advancement, and that is a 3. So with that, Church will hold. And that is going to bring up Angel Pagan. Pagan batting a 288. Strategy roll is an 11. And here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 13. Now, Moyer being a left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, we're going to look at the left-handed pitcher line. That is the top line here. Is where we're going to be looking at our ratings from. That is a 1 to 13. That is a 9. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and the Mets leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the first, and let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. Leading off the right fielder, So Taguchi. Batting second, the center fielder, Jason Worth. Batting third, the second baseman, Chase Utley. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Pat Brill. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Pedro Feliz. Batting seventh, the catcher, Chris Coste. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Eric Burnett. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Jamie Moyer. On the mound for the Mets, it is Oliver Perez, who will come into the game with a 4.24 ERA. He's got 1 win and 2 losses. He's pitched 17 innings, allowed 17 hits, 16 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Now, Perez does have a special K rating. We'll talk about that when it comes up. And here is the pitch for Taguchi. Remember, everything starts with the roll on the pitcher card. And that's going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a blank. Taguchi being a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side of the slash. That is a 16. We take a look at the special K rating first. On a 1 to 3, 16. The 16 is out of range. 2-3, column 2, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Perez.
Out.
And that is going to be out number 1 as Jason Worth. He's batting a 214, and here is the pitch. And we'll take a look at that pitch in just a second. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the New York Mets. Pagan is out there in left field. Beltre will be out there in center field. Church at right field. Going around the horn, Wright is on third. Reyes at shortstop. Castillo is on third. Castillo is on second. Diago on first. Schneider behind the plate. And Perez is on the bump. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a blank. 5 outside of the range, and that's going to be a 1-5. Column 1, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Church.
Out!
So with that, Church will put 2 away, and here comes Chase Utley. Utley batting a .292, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is going to be a possible error on a ground ball. Now, on an error check, that is the number in the brackets that we check. 16 outside of the range, and that is going to be a 6-6, column 6, row 6, and that is a single past Perez. No error there. Perez's error range is a 0. That is a 4. No error there.
Out!
And he is thrown out at first. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Mets make quick work of the inning and retire the Phillies in order. After 1, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. Brian Schneider, Luis Castillo, and Oliver Perez due up for the Mets. Brian Schneider batting a .319, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a strikeout. Range on a 1-7. That is a 4. Remember, we always check the D20 on strikeouts and walks. So that's why we roll all 3 together. That is a 7. Struck him out.
Great call.
And that is 1 away. Luis Castillo batting a .238, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is going to be a walk on a 1-13. The 20 is too high. Now, since we're playing with version 3 rules, don't worry, chat. As the new charts and everything come into play, I'll help you and walk you through all of the exciting action here with inside pitch. So on a 13, the 20 is too high, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-5. Column 3, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Worth. It's an F8. So the F tells us the play it is. The 8 tells us in what position.
Out!
So that'll be 2 up and 2 down, and that's going to bring up Oliver Perez. Perez batting a 143, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3 is at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank Park. And that is going to be 2-4. Column 2, row 4. That's a pop up to the catcher, Coste.
High pop fly. That one be a home run in a phone booth.
And Coste making quick work of that and will retire the side. Once again, the Mets go down in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Ryan Howard, Pat Burrell, and Pedro Feliz due up for the Fightin' Phils. Ryan Howard batting a 182, and here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a walk on a 1-9. That is a 5. That is in range, and they're going to walk Ryan Howard.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
So they'll lead off by walking Howard. That's going to bring up Pat Burrell. Infield, double play depth. Burrell batting a 258. Strategy roll is a 9. Phillies holding off, and here is the pitch to Pat Burrell. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a blank. And the reason for that is Burrell being a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side of the slash. On a 1-3, That is an 11, is outside of the range, 4-4. Column 4, row 4, it's a double to Beltray.
And it's a double.
And with that, Howard will go to third. Does he pick up the extra base? Let's take a look. To a double to D8, we add a +1 to the base run rating on that. Now we'll take a 2D6 and roll it. We have a 1, so that means it tells us to check the second die. So with that, let's take a look here. Lead runner does advance. So the first thing on both of these, it says the lead runner advances. Howard does score. And the Phillies are on the board, 1-0. Now, does Pat Brill pick up the extra base? Let's see. Lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR. BR is his base run rating. That is a 1. The die roll is a 2, so no, that cancels out the top part. If roll is high, the trailing runner holds. So Brill will hold at second. Howard on an RBI double. It's 1-0 Phillies. Pedro Feliz is up. He's batting a 222. Strategy rolls a 17. Infield at normal depth. Now the computer will automatically adjust the infield to normal, in, double, or corners in. So no outs and a runner on second. Pedro Feliz. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. Once again, that is a blank off of Oliver Perez. 15 outside of the range, and that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5, power hit to Church. So question mark 9, that is a power hit. So on a power hit, we'll come up here to this LH question mark line, and that'll tell us the type of hit it was. Was it a single, a double, or a triple? Let's take a look. So we take 1d20, roll it against that line. That's a 13, and that's going to fall within an 11 to 17. That is a triple for Pedro Feliz.
3-base hit up the alley in the right center field.
He hits that to right center field. Church going back. It hops off the wall. He'll chase it. Beltray comes over there to help him. He throws it back. Pedro Feliz will round to third. It's an RBI triple for Pedro Feliz. It's 2-0 Phillies.
Everybody clap your hands.
Chris Coste batting a 455. Strategy rolls a 10. No outs and a runner on third. And here is the pitch to Coste. 5-4, column 5, row 4. Strikeout plus on a now. On a strikeout plus, we add 10 to that range. So that's why you'll see numbers higher than 20 pop up on that sometimes. So we add 10 to that range. We take away 1. So we add 9 to that range. That's a 21. That's a 5. Struck him out looking.
Strike, 3 call.
So he goes down on strikes and 1 away. Eric Burnett is up. He's batting a 257. Strategy rolls an 18. Phillies holding off, and here is the pitch to Burnett. To the shortstop, it's a 1-6, column 1, row 6. Possible error on a throw. So it's a possible throwing error. 6 outside of the range, 4-4. Column 4, row 4, that's going to be good for a base hit to Reyes. His error range is on a 1 to 7. That is a 10. It's an infield. It's a single infield. Infield single if no error. One base only, all runners. So with that, it's an RBI single by Eric Barnett. It's 3-0 Phillies. And that is going to bring up Jamie Moyer. Moyer, first time we're seeing him at bat. Well, he's played in 4 games, had 3 at-bats. Right now, no average yet. Strategy rolls an 11. Phillies holding off. And here is the pitch to Moyer. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a strikeout plus on a 1-27. Remember, we add 9 to that range. That is an 8. Struck him out looking.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So 2 away, and we go to the top of the order. Taguchi is up. He's 0 for 1 today. Strategy roll is a 5, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3, strikeout plus on a 1-15. That is a 5. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
So 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Phillies. After 2, it's Phillies 3, Mets nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. Jose Reyes, Ryan Church, and David Wright due up for the for the Mets. Reyes 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a blank. Reyes being a switch hitter, he's batting right today, 6-5. Column 6, row 5, question mark 8, power hit to Worth. And that's going to be an 8. That's going to be good for a triple. And with that, Reyes is on with a triple. Ryan Church with a walk. Strategy rolls a 2, and here is the pitch. He walked his last time up, 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a blank. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a pop. That is going to be a fly ball to right field to Taguchi.
You're out.
He'll make the out, but it is a sacrifice. It does fall into the SF run. That is a 2. We take a D6, roll it against that. And it is now a 2-run game. It's 3-1 Mets. 3-1 Phillies. Nobody on. David Wright is up. He walked his last time up. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a walk on a 1-17. That is a 14, and that will be good for a walk.
Walking. Good base on balls.
So they'll walk David Wright. Carlos Beltre is up. He also had a walk his last time up. Strategy roll is an 8, and here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4, walk plus on a 1-21. That is a 15, and that's going to be good for a walk. Now, the walk plus is the same thing as a strikeout plus, but we'll add 9 to that range.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And runners on first and second, as Carlos Diago will step up to plate. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 12, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-9. That is a 4. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So 2 away, and runners on first and second. Angel Pagan is up. Now, when there's 2 outs, you add +1 to the base run rating. Strategy roll is a 7. Mets holding off. Pagan, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is a walk on a 1. The 10 is too high. So now we'll roll for Pagan. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Utley. He'll make the catch. So on the pitcher's card, on the batter's card, same thing applies, but this time it's reversed. So on the batter's card, we look to see is the pitcher right or left. And in this case, he's a left, so we look to the G. And that will retire the side. Moyer liking to live dangerously here. Gave up 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. Jason Worth, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard due up for the Phillies. Jason Worth, he's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-1, that's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll the dice. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a blank. 3 in range, struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So struck out Worth. Chase Utley is up. He's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6, strikeout on a 1-7. The 12 is too high. 14 outside of the range, that's going to be a 6-6. Column 6, row 6, and that's going to be good for a single past Perez. Utley is on with a base hit. And with that, Ryan Howard, who's with a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 5. Phillies holding off, and here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4, hit by pitch. Now, hit by pitch. We'll take a look at Ryan Howard's hit by pitch rating. Perez will add 5 to that range. That is an 8. We'll take a look at that 8. Compare it to the D20. That is a 16. It is too high. Howard 7 outside of that range. 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a ground ball to right. And that is going to be a double play. Now, how do we get that double play? Well, here's how we calculate that number. We take the ground double play rating from Perez. That is a 0. We take a look at Castillo. His range is a 0. So we take that. That gives us the number 3. Then we roll 1d6 against that ground double play rating. If it is equal to or less than, it's considered a double play. And in this case, it is. It is a 4-6-3 double play.
Holy cow, what a double play!
And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Phillies. After 3, it's Phillies 3, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 4th. Brian Schneider, Luis Castillo, and Oliver Perez due up for the Mets. Schneider 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Home run chance on a 1-4. The 5 is too high. 4-1, column 4, row 1, and that's going to be a single past Phillies. And Schneider is on with a base hit.
Everybody clap your hands.
Luis Castillo is up. He's 0 for 1 today. Runner on first. Infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls a 6. And here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank Park. And that's going to be 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a ground ball to Coste. And that is going to be a double play there. So same thing. Coste, Moyer, that's a 0. Utley is a 0. We take the 3, roll 1d6 against that 3. That is a 3. And that is going to be a 2-4-3 double play.
Holy cow, what a double play!
And with that, 2 away, and that's going to bring up Oliver Perez. He's 0 for 1 today, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a hit by pitch. That is a 5. That is a 2. Moyer will add a +5 to that. And with that, Perez will get hit. And He'll take first. Top of the order, Jose Reyes, who's 1 for 2 today with a triple and a run scored. Strategy roll 13, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. Strikeout on a 1-6. The 19 is too high. 4-5, column 4, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball to Taguchi. And he will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pat Burrell, Pedro Feliz, Chris Coste due up for the Phillies. Pat Burrell, who's 1 for 1 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a foul ball, as Burrell will smack that one into the stands. 3-1 again. That's going to be another foul ball. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a range play. 9 outside of that range. 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a fly ball to Pagan.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
Pagan's range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. He'll not make it in time. That's going to be good for a single.
Moving over for it, and it's past him.
Pagan is 6 for 13 on range plays. Pedro Feliz, who is 1 for 1 today with a triple, a run, and an RBI, is up. Strategy rolls a 15, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a walk plus. Remember, we add 9 to Pedro Feliz's walk range. That is a 1-17. That is a 16, and that's going to be good for a walk.
Outside. Base on ball.
So with runners on first and second, here comes Chris Coste, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls an 11, and here is the pitch. To Coste, 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1-8. That is a 2, and we'll load the bases up.
Outside. Base on ball.
So bases are loaded as Eric Barnett will come up. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI. Strategy rolls a 4. Phillies holding off. And here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a strikeout plus on a 1-15. That is a 2. Struck him out looking.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So 1 away. Bases still loaded. Strategy rolls a 15. Jamie Moyer up. He's 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. And here is the pitch to Moyer. Moyer, 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a blank. Moyer. 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a ground ball to Perez. And will they go for the double play home to first? That is a no. They're not going to go for the double play. So with that, the out will be at first. Burrell will score. Pedro goes to third. Coste to second.
Out!
And they get the out at first. It's 4-1 Phillies. Top of the order, Taguchi, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 14, infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a strikeout plus on a 1-15. That is a 10. Struck him out. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Phillies after 4. It's Phillies 4, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Ryan Church, David Wright, Carlos Beltre due up for the Mets. Ryan Church with a walk and an RBI, and here is the pitch. Moyer can face 6 more batters before he's considered tired. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a hit by pitch. That is an 11. The 16 is too high, not in range. Reroll for Church, 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a fly ball to Taguchi. And that will be out number 1. David Wright, 2 walks already, and here is the pitch to Wright. 5-1, column 5, row 1. This time it is a blank. For Wright, 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a fly ball once again to Taguchi. Will make the catch and put 2 away. Carlos Beltre, also with 2 walks, and here is the pitch to Beltre. 5-5, column 5, row 5. Hit by pitch, that is a 6. The 12 is too high, not in range. Beltre, 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a ground ball this time to second base to Chase Utley. He'll take it, throw it over Ryan Howard. Out! And retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Phillies retire the Mets in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Jason Worth, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard due up for the Fightin' Phils. Jason Worth is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Oliver Perez says he can still go on. He's got 6 more batters before he's considered tired. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a strikeout plus on a 1-23. Remember, we had 9 to that range. That is a 10. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And that is his 7th strikeout of the game. Chase Utley is 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. Utley, 5-3, column 5, row 3, double start. Now, on a double star off of the batter's card, you're going to roll in the physical game. You roll 1d6 against the auto outline. In this case, the computer will automatically determine where the auto out is as it's randomized. And it's a ground ball to the third base, David Wright. He'll take it, throw it over to first. Ow! For out number 2. 2 away, and Ryan Howard is up. Howard 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And here is the pitch to Howard. That's going to be 2-3, column 2, row 3. Strikeout plus on a 1-25. That is a 3. Struck him out looking. So the Mets
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
So the Mets return the favor and retire the Phillies in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5, it's Phillies 4, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Carlos Diago, Angel Pagan, and Brian Schneider due up for the Amazings. Carlos Diago is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. And with that, Moyer can face 3 more batters. Bullpen for both teams, taking a look over at the bullpen, is warming up for both teams. I'm getting the, this is from what I'm hearing, 4-2, column 4, row 2. That is going to be a walk on a 1-2. However, the 16 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Utley. Out! And that will be out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Angel Pagan. Pagan is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2, possible error on a ground ball. 3-2, column 3, row 2, line drive to Phillies. Out! And that'll be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, Brian Schneider, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6, that is a blank. For Schneider, 2-1, column 2, row 1, that's going to be a single to Pat Brill. So, Schneider is on with a base hit. Castro is 0 for 2, and here's the pitch. They're going to let him in there. They want 1 more out. 3-3, column 3, row 3, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank, 5-3, column 5, row 3. And that's a ground ball to Howard.
Out!
As Howard will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pat Brill, Pedro Feliz, and Chris Coste due up. Perez looking a little tired. Oliver Perez looking a little tired, but he tells the skipper he wants to try to get through the 6th inning, and they're going to send him back out there. And with that, Pat Brill, who's 2 for 2, with a double, 2 runs, and an RBI, steps up to the plate. Here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a hit by pitch. That is a 6. The 9 is too high. 19 outside of the range of the special K. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a double into center field out there to Beltray.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall, and one hops the wall.
And it's a 1-hopper off the wall there as Pat Brill will lead this inning off with a double. Pedro Feliz, who is 1 for 1 today with a triple, a run, a walk, and an RBI, steps up. Strategy roll 13, and here is the pitch. Perez can face 2 more batters before he's considered tired. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a double question mark. Double question mark, we always follow a double question mark. On a 1-6, that is a 4. In range, and that's going to be a fly ball to Beltray. And that will be out number 1. Pat Brill getting the hold sign. And new here, it's a fly out to F8. We subtract 2 from the base run rating. So because Pat Brill's base run rating dropped to a 0, it's an automatic hold. Nobody advances. Strategy roll is a 12, infield at normal depth, and Chris Coste is up. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a walk plus on a 1-18. That is a 14, and that's going to be good for a walk.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And with that, we've got runners on first and second as Eric Barnett will step up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 9, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 1-1. Column 1, row 1. That's going to be a wild pitch. On a 1-9, it's a wild pitch. If we roll a 10, it's a passed ball. Anything higher, and it's nothing there. It's a 17, so nothing happens. 9 outside of the range, 2-4. Column 2, row 4. It's a ground ball to right. And it's hit in the hole. Double play from first to second. And with that, Pat Brill will go to third. And that is a double play. That is a 0. Castillo is a 0. That is a 4. That is a 4 there because we checked the second die here. And that is considered a double play, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Phillies leave 1 stranded in scoring position. Excuse me there. After 6, it's Phillies 4, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Oliver Perez, Jose Reyes, and Ryan Church due up. Moyer coming out of the game. He is considered tired, so they're not going to risk Moyer. So Phillies going to their bullpen, and the fighting Phils are going to bring in. We have a left, a switch, and a left. So they're going to bring in, I want to say Rudy. about Tom? Tom Gordon. Let's take a look at his card. Nope, they're going to bring in Chad Durbin. That is his card. Durbin will come in. Durbin comes into the game with 1 win, no loss. He's pitched 9 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. All right, let's take a look at the stats here for Jamie Moyer. Moyer, who went 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 4.30. So with that, Perez, who is also not taking the hit here, so the Mets are going to bring in Dan Murray to pinch hit. Murray batting a .333, and here is the pitch to Chad Durbin. 4-6, column 4, row 6. And with that, Murphy will lead off with a base hit.
Everybody clap your hands.
Top of the order, Jose Reyes, who is 1 for 3 with a triple and a run. Still attempt. They're not going to send him. His stolen base rating is a 0. That would be suicide there. And with that, Reyes, who is 1 for 3 with a triple and a run, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a range play. 6-6, column 3, column 6, row 6. That is going to be
Hard ground ball.
That's a ground ball to Howard. His range is a 1. That is a 3. That's going to be good for a single.
He doesn't have it.
And with that, Dan Murray on second. He will go to third on a 2 through 6. That is a 2. And with that, the Mets now have runners on the corners. All right. Infield double play depth. Ryan Church, who is 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 11. The 12 is too high. 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a ground ball to Howard. And are they going to try to score the runner? No. So the out is at first. And with that, Reyes will go to second. Murphy holds.
Out.
1 away, and that's going to bring up David Wright. Wright is 1-0 for 1 today with 2 walks. Strategy roll is a 12, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's a double star. It's a ground ball to Phillies. And are they going to try to score the runner? No, they're not. And it's another out at first.
Out.
So with 2 away, Carlos Beltre will come up. He's 0 for 1. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be good for a base hit. 1 run will score. Reyes will go to third. He'll score on a 2 through 6. That is a 4. And that makes it now a run game. 2-run RBI by Carlos Beltre. Durbin going to come out. They want to get through this inning real quick. So with that, they're going to bring in Scott Erie. That is his card. Erie, they just want to get 1 out. He'll come in. He's pitched 6 innings, only had 5 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look real quick at the stats here for Chad Durbin. He went 3 innings, allowed 2 runs, 2 earned runs, an ERA of a 1.85. Carlos Thiago, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. Strategy rolls a 14. 3-6, column 3, row 6, possible error. We'll check the number in the bracket. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be good for a question mark hit to Pat Burrell. That is a 9. That's going to be a triple. Error range is on a 1 to 9. That is a 4. No error there. And we have a tie game. We're all squared at 4. And Angel Pagan is up. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 10, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is a walk on a 1. That is a 1. That's going to be good for a walk.
Walking. Good base on balls.
So runners on first and third, runners on the corners as Brian Schneider comes up. Schneider is 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 6, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank Park, and that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5, and that is a single plus 9 to Iguchi. And the Mets now have a 1-run lead, and Pagan will hold on that. So on the new chart, no batter advancement on that. Luis Castillo is up. He's 0 for 3, and here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank yet again. 6-4, column 6, row 4. And that's going to be a power hit to Pat Burrell on a 16. That's a home run on an 11 to 19.
Fly ball. Deep to left field. Hooking down the line. Gone. Towering fly ball.
And the Mets now have an 8-4 lead. It's a 4-run game for New York. See, anything can happen in inside pitch. Scott Erie, they are going to pull him. They were just trying to get one more out, and they couldn't do it. They gave up a home run. And they are going to bring in, I want to say Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon will get the call. That is his card. Down by 4. He comes into the game with a 13.85. He's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 1 1/3 of an inning. He had 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Scott Erie, he gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 home run, and ERA of a 6.0. Here's the pitch to Dan Murphy. Sending him back out there, 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a range play at the ballpark. And that's going to be 6-5, column 6, row 5, double star 1.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
That's a fly ball to Pat Burrell. His range is on a 1. That is a 5. That's going to be good for a single.
He doesn't have it.
And with that, runner on first, and we go to the top of the order. Jose Reyes is up. He's 2 for 4 with a triple and a run scored. And here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a wild pitch on a 1-2. 6, nothing happens. Reyes, 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a ground ball to Utley, and Singh take me out to the ball game. So 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Tom Gordon, Iguchi, and Jason Worth due up for the Phillies. And with that, they are going to bring in Jorge Sosa. That is his card. Sosa will come in. Tom Gordon not taking the hit here. Sosa will come in with a 7.83 ERA. He's got no wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Oliver Perez, he went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, an ERA of a 4.70. So with that, Tom Gordon not taking the hit, and they're going to bring in Carlos Ruiz. That is, and Carlos Ruiz batting a 158, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank. 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a home run 8 to Beltray. And it's a fly out instead. Top of the order. So Taguchi, who is 0 for 3. Let's take a look real quick at the box score after 6.5 have been played here in Philly. Philly Mets scored a run in the 3rd, and then they just exploded on 7 runs in the top half of the inning. 8 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Philly, 3 runs in the 2nd inning, a run in the 4th, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. They're down by 4, but an inside pitch, no lead is safe. Taguchi is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1, that is a blank. 6-2, column 6, row 2, that's going to be good for a base hit past Castillo. And with that, Taguchi is on with a base hit. Jason Worth, who is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a strikeout on a 1-12. That is a 4. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
And Chase Utley is up. Utley 1 for 3, and here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. And that is going to be a double question mark single on a 1-5. That is a 2. That's going to be good for a single. And with that, Taguchi on second. Does he advance to third? He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 4 through 6. That is a 4. And the runners are on the corners as Ryan Howard steps up to the plate. Ryan Howard is 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored, and here is the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6, that is a strikeout on a 1-14. The 19 is too high. 5-6, column 5, row 6, it's a ground ball to Castillo. Out! And that will retire the side. So no runs. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Phillies. After 7, it's Mets 8, Phillies 4. We go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Church, Wright, and Beltray due up for the Mets. Phillies Going to go to the bullpen here. It's a left, right, and a switch. They're going to go with Rudy Sanchez. Sanchez will come in. Rudy will come in with a 2.84 ERA. He's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 6 1/3 of an inning. He's allowed 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Tom Gordon, who went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 10.58. So here's the pitch to Church. Church, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Phillies, however, are going to make a few changes real quick to their lineup. Ryan Howard at first base is going to come out, and they're going to bring in Andy Tracy. Will actually, yes. See, second base. Nope, they're going to leave Howard in. There, Eric Barnett. You sure? So Barnett will go over to first. Rollins will go over to short. And left field, they're going to bring in TJ Bone. He'll come in at left field. So that is yes, they are going to do a double switch. We're going to switch those guys around, and that is the order that they're going to be playing in. So Bone is out there in the left field. Tracy takes over at first. Ryan Church, who's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2, that is a blank. We roll for Church, who's 2-1. Column 2, row 1, power hit to Bone. That is a 5. That's going to be good for a single into left field. So runner on first. Strategy rolls are turned off. And how we do that is we take the difference in the score. In this case, it's a 4-run game. Add that to the inning. 8 plus 4 is 12. If the number is higher than 10, strategy is turned off. David Wright, who is 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. Runner on first, infield, double play depth, and here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a hit by pitch. That is a 0, as Rudy will give a -4. 4-6, column 4, row 6, double star 3. It's a ground ball to Jimmy Rollins. And that is going to be a double play there. Utley's a 0, so it's going to be the 1 from there. Add that to the 1 there.
Double play!
And that's a double play, so 2 outs. 2 quick outs, and Carlos Beltray is up, who's 1 for 2 today with 2 walks, a run, and 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, home run chance on a 1-2. The 6 is too high. 5-2, column 5, row 2. However, that is going to be good for a base hit to Worth. And Beltray is on with a base hit. Carlos Diago, who is 1 for 4 today with a triple, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI is up. And here is the pitch. 2 outs. They just need 1 more. 2-2, column 2, row 2. It's going to be a wild pitch on a 1-14. It's a wild pitch. 15-17. It's a pass ball. It's a 7.
Just a bit outside.
And throws it wild. And with that, Beltray will run over to second. And here is the pitch to Diago. 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a fly ball to Worth.
You're out.
and that will retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. T.J. Bone, Pedro Feliz, and Chris Coste due up for the Phillies. Jorge Sosa is done. And with that, they're going to bring in, I want to say, Dunde Sanchez. Yep. Let's take a look at his card. Actually, they got a little bit of a lead. How about Brian Stokes? Trying to decide here on who the Mets want to bring in. I'm trying to bring in somebody who hasn't played in a few games. So we're going to bring in Carlos Munoz. That is his card. Munoz will come into the game with a 4.29, and he's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings. He'll had 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Jorge Sosa, he went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 5.45. Phillies down by 4. Bone, Pedro, and Coste due up, and here is the pitch to Bone. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a blank. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be good for a double.
It's a double.
And Bone is on with a double.
Everybody clap your hands.
Pedro Feliz, who is 1 for 2 today with a triple, a run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a double to Church.
And a high shot down the right side.
Church's range is on a 1-5. That is a 6. He can't get it.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
And with that, the Phillies cut the lead down to 3. It's 8-5 Mets. Pedro Feliz on an RBI double.
Everybody clap your hands.
Chris Coste is 1-0 for 1 today with 2 walks and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a blank. Coste. 5-5, column 5, row 5. It's a fly ball to Pagan.
Out.
Pagan will hold Pedro at first, 1 away. At second, 1 away.
Everybody clap your hands.
And here comes Jimmy Rollins. Rollins batting a .378. Hey, gamer, welcome in. Glad you could join us here at Citizens Bank Park. And here we go with Rollins. Phillies down by 3. 6-4, column 4. 4-6, sorry. Column 4, row 6. That is a possible error on a throw. Rollins, 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a fly ball to Pagan. Error range for Pagan is a 0. That's going to be a 6. No error there.
Out.
And that'll be out number 2. And with that, Greg Dobbs will come up to pitch, to pinch hit Dobbs. That is his card. And here is the pitch. 2 outs and Pedro Feliz on 2-2, column 2, row 2. Possible error on a ground ball. 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a double star 6. It's a fly ball to Church.
You're out!
And that will retire the side.
Remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Phillies after 8. Mets 8, Phillies 5. We go to the top of the 9th, and the Phillies go to the bullpen for one more time here, and they are going to bring in Ryan Matson. Matson will come in with a 9.0 ERA. He's got no wins, 2 losses. He's pitched 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Hey, Dick Clark fan, welcome in just in time for the 9th inning here at Citizens Bank Park. Welcome in. Glad for you to join us today here at this game. Phillies down by 3. Mets just had an explosive 6th inning to come back. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings have been played here at the bank. The Mets scored 1 run in the 3rd. They exploded in the top of the 7th. So 7 runs in the 7th gives them 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Phillies, they scored 3 runs in the 2nd, a run in the 4th, a run in the 8th. They cut that lead down by 3. It's 5 runs on 10 hits. But we're in the 9th. Could we see some 9th inning magic? Ryan Matson is on the mound now for the Phillies. It is 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. Angel Pagan is up. Pagan, they are going to let him take the hit here. He's 0 for 3 today, but with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Mets seem pretty sure about their lead. We'll see what happens here. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That is a range play. So, on a range check, we're going to roll for Pagan, and then we're going to check that first digit on all of the outfielders' positions. Pagan, 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a fly ball to TJ.
Hit in the air down the left field side. This is going to be a tough play.
So Baum's range is on a 1 to 4. We take 1d6, roll it against his range. That is a 3. It is in range. He'll make the catch. Otherwise, if it was a 5 or a 6, that would have been good for a single.
That is a really good play.
So 1 away. Brian Schneider is up. He's 3 for 4 today with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Infield normal depth, and here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. So that is a strike. Brian Schneider is a left-handed batter. Remember, on a left-handed batter or pitcher, we look to the left or the right-handed side of that slash. And in this case, Schneider being a left-handed batter, we look on the pitcher card to the left-hand side of the slash. That is a strike. The range is a 1 to 7. Remember, Citizens Bank Park gives a -1 to strikeouts. And that is a 9, so it's outside of the range. We roll for Schneider. 2-4, column 2, row 4. And instead, it's a ground ball to Tracy, who will make the catch.
Out!
And put 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down. Carlos Diago, who is 1 for 4 today with a home run, a run, and 3 RBIs, steps up. And here is the pitch. Strange things always happen when it's the Mets and Phillies play. I don't know what it is, but strange things always happen when it's the Mets and the Phillies play. 1-2, column 1, row 2. And with that, Lewis is a switch hitter. Excuse me there. So with him being a switch, it is a strikeout on that. So right-handed pitcher on a range of a 1 to 6, that is a 4. Struck him out.
Great call.
So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Mets retire the Phillies in order we go to the bottom of the ninth. Top of the order for the Phillies, it's So Taguchi, Jason Worth, and Chase Utley due up. Carlos Munoz is tired, so they are going to pull him. And let's see who the Mets are going to bring in as they go to the bullpen for one final time. And they are going to go with Aaron Hillman. Hillman is going to come in. He gets the call to come in. Hillman will come into the game with a 9.0 ERA. So no wins, no losses so far in this replay for Hillman. He's pitched 7 innings, allowed 8 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Let's take a look at the stats here real quick for Carlos Munoz. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and ERA of a 4.93. All right, top of the order for the Phillies. They're down by 3. Taguchi, who is 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, steps up, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a wild pitch. It's a foul ball, so smack that one foul into the stands. We're going to re-roll the dice. 1-4, column 1, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Citizens Bank Park for this play. Here's the response. 3-1, column 3, row 1, and that is a single to Pagan. And with that, Taguchi is on with a single. Jason Worth, 0 for 4 today with 3 strikeouts. Worth not taking the hit here. I guess when you go 0 for 4 in a game, they're not going to let you take the hit. And with that, they're going to bring in Chris Schnilling. Schnilling will come in. He's batting a .667, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a walk plus on a 1-9. That is a 5. Remember, on a walk plus, we add 10 to that range. That is a 9. We minus 1, so that's where we get the 9 from. And that's going to be good for a walk.
Outside. Base on ball.
Tying run now comes to the plate as Chase Utley, who is 2 for 4, comes up. And here is the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6, at the ballpark. Once again, Chase Utley. Here is the response for Utley. 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a ground ball to right. And that is hit at the hole for a double play. And with that, Iguchi will go to third. And it's a fielder's choice. So with that, Schnelling will get forced out. And Utley is on by fielder's choice. Andy Tracy. Tracy not gonna... They're gonna let Tracy take the hit. They are. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be 5-5, column 5, row 5. Home run on a 0. The 9 is too high. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a double star 2. It's a ground ball to Reyes. And are they going to try to score the runner? Yes, they are. Are they going to go for the auto out at first? No. So on a fielder's choice, they get Taguchi out at the plate. Yep, almost, Gamer. They got Taguchi out at the plate.
You're out!
Utley will go to second. It's 2 outs. And 2 outs and a runner on second and first. TJ Baum is up. Philly on their feet, and here is the pitch to TJ. He's 1 for 1 today with a double. 6-5, column 6, row 5, strikeout. On a 1 to 10, 17 too high. 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a double star 3. Come over here to Aaron Hillman. We go over to the third position. It's a fly ball to Church.
Out!
And that is the ball game as the Mets take game 2 and tie the series up. As the Mets defeat the Phillies, final score 8-5. Final line score coming right up. So the Mets defeat the Phillies today. Final score 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors for the Mets. The Phillies, 5 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Oliver Perez will pick up his 3rd win. Scott Erie will pick up his 1st loss. And they were trying to go for it. Yeah, it's just the dice didn't go their way today. Aaron Hellman picked up the save. Luis Castillo hits his 3rd home run of the replay. Oliver, let's take a look how the pitchers did today. Perez, who will pick up the 3rd win, is 3-1 so far in the replay. Went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, an ERA of a 4.70. Scott Erie will get the loss. He went 3 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 hit, 1 home run, and ERA of a 6.0. Aaron Hellman will get the save. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, an ERA of a 7.8. And Ryan Madison, who went 1 inning, had 1 strike, an ERA of a 7.50. So that's going to do it for us here in Philadelphia. The Mets will improve to 12-4, and Philly will drop to 500. So let's see how that affects the standings here. All right, so with that, Philly, no big change here. So the Mets will improve at 12-4. They still stand at the top of the leaderboard in the AL East. Yeah, the bullpen did fare him today. I will agree with that one, Gamer. And if you missed the rest of the game, you can always go back and watch to see how it played out as well, too. So the Phillies drop to 9-9. They drop to 500. They go to 4 games out on that. So that is where they stand right now after 18 games have been played, after they have played 18. However, the rubber match is next time, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Gamer, thank you for stopping by. Dick Clark fan, thank you also for stopping by. Good to see both of you here at Citizens Bank Park. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in my 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. And be sure to grab a cheesesteak on the way through the turnstile here in South Philly. So until next time, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you for another exciting game, another exciting live Philadelphia Phillies game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch, Until then, take care, everyone.